If the main purpose of your trip to Belize is scuba diving, then chances are you've heard of the Blue Hole. Yes, it's popular for its stalagmites, stalactites, not to mention Richard Branson recently visited via submarine. While the Blue Hole is popular, it takes anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours to get there. It's very expensive, and depending on the weather, it just might not be possible. What if I told you that there's another dive available in Belize that's only half an hour away from Key Cocker, 5 minutes away from San Pedro, half the price of the Blue Hole? You get to explore underwater canyons, you see a ton of reef sharks, you might see a hammerhead shark, and you see a wide range of underwater creatures. Yes, this dive does exist, and I highly recommend it as an alternate to the Blue Hole if the Blue Hole is not feasible for you, or as an additional dive if you want to explore more after doing the Blue Hole. But before we proceed with this dive destination, be sure to subscribe to my video, hit that like button, and turn on that bell notification so you can know next time I publish another video. So there are 3 dive shops on Key Cocker. You have Blue Wave, Sunrise Scuba, and Frenchies. I've gone diving with all 3 and they're all amazing. So no matter who you choose, you're gonna have a safe and amazing experience. All right, so the morning of the trip, my videographer and I made it to the dive shop super late. That was my fault. I got the time wrong. I thought this thing was supposed to be at 10 o'clock. It's actually at, we were supposed to be there 8:30. It is currently 8:50. I'm so sorry, Olivia. I screwed up. This girl part is a pain in the butt. Jeez, Giselle. Jeez, you're a disaster. And it's not like I even partied last night, you know. I didn't. Shoot. We're going really, really fast. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Fawn and I are running on 0 sleep. Just kidding, we're pretty good. It's not bad. However, once we got there, everything was okay. All right, there we go. It shows I'm certified by the famous Abel Novello, and now I'm diving at his son's dive shop. Isn't that so cool? He said I'm a small. Isn't that nice? Here's let's try to keep it as low as possible. I think it's good. Okay. Good. All right, next gear. Oh, this is perfect. We were rushing, we're okay now, we're chilling, go for meat pie, maybe. I have to fill in all my information, date of birth, last dive, yada yada yada. Kind of excited, it's been a while. Emergency contacts. Since I never straightened my back, I want to straighten it today. All right, have to see if the wetsuit fits. It's been a while. I can't remember if the sea outside the reef is really cold or not, but better safe than sorry. I hate the cold. Well, we're gonna be outside the reef, not inside the reef, so I got this. Good to go.
Now we crank this open and check, make sure it inflates all the way. We need to make sure the jacket holds air, right? When you get to the red area, we use this signal. That means I am low on air. And if you notice, when you're half and then when you're low on air, you will never get to this point.
You'll never be out of air.
Because when we are low on air, we send you up to do your safety stuff. Signal is for that. Yeah.
Since the dive we truly wanted to highlight was the Esmeralda dive, which I feel is an amazing alternative to the Blue Hole for all the reasons I listed earlier in the video. We skipped the first dive. Thanks, Max. All right.
To Sunrise Scuba, Esmeralda trip. Well, we have a film crew here on board. Then we have Pablo doing the end of your advanced open water course.
After the first dive, we made a stop to San Pedro where we had lunch. My videographer and I had no shoes, we were exhausted, and we had no cash. I know, how much more unprepared can you be, right? So embarrassing, but it's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, I didn't get to film this part of the trip. I almost felt like going diving again so that I can combine film from my second dive along with my first dive, but that's not happening. So this is the video you're gonna get, and I hope that's okay. After having lunch on San Pedro, I honestly didn't really like my lunch, so my new friend that I made offered me his entire pizza, which he did not eat, and I took that opportunity to gobble it all up. After lunch, we headed out past the reef, which took us about 5 to 10 minutes, and that's where our Esmeralda trip began.
Yeah, 45 minutes is time to go. Okay, together, when you ascend to the surface, don't stay looking down. Yeah, we need to communicate, we need to look for the boat, we need to show the boat we're okay, and then, yeah, marine life signal, we see a lot because we've been seeing North sharks and reef sharks.
It started crazy, guys, because while gearing up, we had 2 turtles that were fighting with one another above the sea. Check this out. Insane, I know. After the whole turtle fight incident, we proceeded to scuba dive. Esmeralda was everything I imagined and more, with the canyons, a ton of sharks, beautiful fish. We saw a few tiny lobsters crawling around. The tour guide was amazing. He made sure to point out all the inconspicuous, hard to see creatures, which unless you were experienced, you wouldn't notice. So shout out to him. He's also my cousin, so hey! Hey Greg! It was an amazing time. After we finished diving Esmeralda, we had some fruits along with water inside the boat, and we made our way back to Key Calker. Once there, we returned our gear and we mingled with one another for a bit before saying bye to each other. This is Olivia, the beautiful owner of Sunrise Scuba, her along with her boyfriend Max, and we enjoyed every second of it, so thank you so much, Olivia. Definitely gonna dive with you again. I just want to say thank you to Max and Olivia for having me scuba dive with you guys. It was an amazing experience, and if you want to find out more about this dive, I'll have Sunrise Scuba's contact information below in the description. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more travel tips, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.